What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ant217, and I know what you're thinking. I sound different. Usually, I sound like this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am Ant217.
Well, I'm sick, and I lost my voice. So, my lovely, beautiful, sexy, smart, funny, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful? I mentioned beautiful. I don't know. But yeah, she's beautiful. Sorry about that. I seem to have gotten carried away. But my beautiful wife is lending her voice to me because I can't really speak. Anyway, one of my favorite things to do is to participate in an art challenge. It could be a contest, Inktober, or Draw This in Your Style challenge. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, since I'm already swapping my voice, and I think I'm going to keep with that theme and do a style swap challenge. Let's get farted. Oh, I think he meant started. So I did a video before where I drew deco in 10 styles. If you haven't seen it, go watch it now. Let me know which is your favorite. But I'm not going to be doing 10 different styles. I'm going to use this wheel to pick a character and this wheel to pick the style. So without further ado, let's spin that wheel. The first character is the Grinch. That's awesome. The style we have is the style of Tim Burton. So let's start with the sketch, and I need to try to focus on making the Grinch look a little bit more sickly than normal. I do that by giving Mr. Grinch bigger bulging eyes. The rest will be done with the coloring and the rendering. Now, the biggest challenge for me for this one is going to be the lineless art. If you know my art, you know I draw with line art. Tim Burton style, and the work I'm referencing is 3D stop motion, so no lines. I'll use the wand tool to select outside of my sketch, inverse selection, and fill with a base color. For these colors, instead of using bright red or green, I want to make them a bit more dull and muddy to match the Burton-esque style. The rendering is different than my preferred style also. I usually do a bit of cell shading, but this one will be more painterly and natural. I do need to pay attention to the darkness around the eyes. What is that? I do need to pay attention to the darkness around the eyes. Eyes!
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hello. I feel much better thanks to this tea. So, baby, you're fired.
What?
I don't know what that eye thing was and that weird witch laugh. Don't like it.
Why?
You're fired. So I'm back, and I actually feel a lot better now, so my voice is going to be my voice. Sorry if you liked hers. Mine is sexier. Now, I do like the way it's coming out, but I do feel it's not Burton enough. So to fix that, I am going to use the liquify tool and just bend and move his facial features a little bit just to make him look sicker. So here is my Grinch in the style of Tim Burton. I love it. So on to our next combination. Let's spin that wheel. The character is Bruno from Incanto. Bruno. Why are you not letting me say it?
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
That was a good one. The style is going to be Into the Spiderverse. So Bruno from Incanto in the style of Into the Spiderverse. Let's get started. So to start, I already realized that this style is also lineless art. But I'm going to go about it differently than I did with the Grinch. This time I'm going to draw the lines and the inks and then kind of make them disappear later. So after I'm done with my sketch, I move on to the inks where I make sure I capture the blocky look of the nose and the eyelids. Also, one thing I really like about this style is the extra lines when they make certain expressions. It gives it a 2D look in a 3D space, and it's awesome.
I think.
Now for the colors, I'll just drop in flat colors before I work on the rendering. Once again, the rendering is not cel shaded, so I'm out of my comfort zone. The lighting is more natural, so I have to be more painterly and add in some blocky shadows in certain areas. Remember, this is lineless art. So, like I mentioned earlier, I have to make the line art disappear. I do this by making a clipping mask over the line art layer. Then I use the eyedropper tool to select the color closest to it and just paint over the line art. It is very tedious work, but the finished product looks amazing and you have more control. But make sure you take your time. Now for the fun part. Into the Spiderverse is extremely stylized. In the light and bright areas, you see more halftones, and in the shadowy, darker areas, you see more cross-hatching. For those of you who don't know, halftones are the little dots you often see in silkscreen printing and in pop art. And cross-hatching is a style of shading where you use straight lines to convey tone. The more lines that are close together and intersect, the darker the area looks. And to finish this one off, I'm gonna add some chromatic aberration. They do this in the Spider-Verse movie, so I'm gonna add it to my piece. And here it is, Bruno in the style of Into the Spider-Verse. On to the next one. Let's spin that wheel! Yeah. We got Elsa in the style of DC Comics. That is amazing. Finally, something I can do line art with. I honestly thought there was no hope of me doing line art in this video, and I was just gonna have to let it go, let it go. From Frozen. So like always, I start with my sketch. It helps me plan so that I'm not jumping into the unknown. I like Frozen. I try to capture a heroic pose and give her a super suit. But for the costuming, I don't want to stray too far from her original costume, but it needs a superhero upgrade. She is an ice queen, so I want her to look cool. For the inking, I use some thin lines and some thick lines. You know I like them thick. When I'm done with my inking, I'll go back in and add some more black lines, some cross-hatching in the shadowy areas to capture that look that most of us associate with DC Comics. Before you do this part though, make sure you know where your lighting is coming from. I really like the way this one is coming out so far. You know, I wasn't gonna draw Elsa. I was afraid my computer would freeze.
Were you gonna make me say all those corny jokes? It's a good thing you fired me then.
For this style, I'll do some cel shading and I'll add a couple of layers of rendering. Finish that all up, and now here is my Elsa in the DC Comics style. You know what? Let's see them all together. I think my favorite is, drum roll please, Elsa in the style of DC Comics. I feel like she could team up with the Justice League and fit in perfectly. Please let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. Let me know what other characters you'd like to see in the future and what other styles. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and remember, I'm awesome. Thanks for watching.